buenas monstruitos, bienvenidos a otro vídeo de Guild Wars 2, es End of Dragons. Como veis estamos aquí abajo porque me llegó una cartita estando allá arriba y yo vine por la zona, me adelanté y la liamos parda. Así que leamos la carta. Nightwy, me pongo en contacto contigo en nombre de la emperatriz Yin. Acabamos de enterarnos del incidente en la instalación de energía de Yong y Cada y nos preocupa profundamente lo que esto pueda presagiar para todos nosotros. Tu compatriota Lady Kashmir se ha mostrado rotunda al abogar por ti en estas cuestiones. Por el Ministerio de Seguridad pretende pasar a la acción inmediatamente. Propongo que tengamos una reunión en persona para discutir el asunto antes de que las cosas vayan a más. Conozco un restaurante de sushi, la Hoja de Nika, que puede ser un buen lugar. Nos vemos, reúnete allí conmigo lo antes posible. Navan. Pues el restaurante lo tenemos aquí, así que con la misma vamos a entrar porque es que soy un puto desastre y me pongo ahora, a hacer las cosas y no he grabado. Así que genial. Entramos en el episodio, ay Dios mío, 8, Contratiempo, la Hoja de Nika.
Orders came straight from Minister Lee.
This situation is Commander, you arrived. Let's take a seat. This is my favorite sushi in Yukaineng. I would make a recommendation, but everything is good.
You honor us, esteemed Navan. What would you like today?
I'll have the yellowtail and the triple temaki, please.
I'll take a bowl of white rice.
You don't care for sushi, detective?
Don't eat anything that looks like it should still be moving.
I see.
And for you.
Vale, en el menú tenemos para elegir ensalada de gambas, rollito de atún, temaki de hormigona, anguila asada, hamachi o el especial del chef. Creo que me voy a quedar con el especial del chef. Debería, es que no sé, todo pinta bueno. Esto, seguro, el chef dijo que es solamente para las condiciones más robustas. Seguro que lo quieres, digo, tráeme el especial del chef. Solamente se vive una vez. Joder.
Detective, I understand how this all looks.
You mean the fact terrorism follows you around like a bad smell?
It's because we've been on the trail of a terrorist, an Aetherblade named Ankka. She ordered the Aetherblade attacks, and she released Soo-Won.
Do you have any proof? Any at all?
Look, I know you've got a file going on me. You probably already understand me better than I do.
True.
So what sounds more likely? That I put millions of lives in danger? Or that I'm pursuing the person who did?
Let's hear what Navan has to say.
Thank you. Now, everyone, if we could...
Commander, I'm afraid I need to ask you to come with me.
Captain, we are in the process of negotiating a civil resolution.
Humblest apologies, esteemed Navan, but Lady June wants to see to this personally.
Detective, can you tell your colleague to stand down?
He's not my colleague, he's a gussied-up rent-a-cop. Go back to Xinyi, Captain Fa. The real police are on the case.
Detective, the event in question took place on Junlai property, and under the autonomy resolution, a corporate entity may claim jurisdiction to whatever...
If the resolution is in the primary interest of the corporate entity.
Captain, I need to remain free to pursue the Elder Dragon your corporate entity was keeping under Kaining.
Junlai Jade is not now, nor have we ever been, in possession of some...
Thousands of people saw a dragon emerge from the water near your facility. Please, listen to what the commander has to say.
Very well.
What do you know? Restraint from a corporate stooge.
Pero todavía no me comí mi comida, un segundito. Ahora, ¡hostia! Estoy como drogada, qué guapo. La cabeza se ve enorme. Bueno, vamos a hablar con el ministro. Expon tu caso, comandante. Navan tiene suficiente influencia, así que te prestaré oídos, pero hazlo rápido. ¿Seguro que puedes llegar a alguna clase de acuerdo? No, eres hombre sensato. Vamos a valorar juntos las circunstancias. No veo por qué. Tengo órdenes que cumplir. A ver, despistar. ¿Pero qué son las órdenes en realidad? ¿Y por qué son tan importantes? Esta me gusta. Es que si no, si pongo en el medio voy a terminar a hostias. A ver, que tampoco es tan mala idea terminar a hostias con este imbécil. No vas a engatusarme con ese piquito de oro. Estás poniendo a prueba mi paciencia. Depón las armas. Recular, he dicho una tontería. ¿Podemos volver a empezar y estudiar el caso? Es que me está dando la sensación que da igual lo que ponga, que voy a terminar en pelea, porque no puedo evitarlo. O sea, estoy intentando ser diplomática. A ver, voy a poner, yo que sé, las del corazoncito, o sea, las de la coronita, que son medianamente no de buscar bronca. Pero es que da igual. O sea, estoy cansándome y estoy por terminar a mandarlo al carajo y a poner todos los puñitos y a ver si termino a hostias, le reviento y con la misma lo dejamos aquí. A ver, no, es que da igual, es un bucle. Yo qué sé, vamos a intentar ser diplomáticas, esta misma. Tampoco, me sale lo mismo. No voy a volver a poner la primera, ya sabemos lo que pasa. Pero pues nada, a hostias, ha dicho. De hecho, le tengo ganas hace rato, así que nada, preparamos aquí a los minions y a reventarle el ojete por pesado. Ahí está. Venga, no, chao. O sea, no, refutar, no, es que da igual, discrepar, da igual lo que ponga. Me parece que esto es terminar luchando sí o sí. No. Yo comprendo tu postura, háblame. No, no deme esas órdenes, es que es la misma que me salió antes, a ver. ¿Veis? Lo mismo, es que no. No, es que ya está, solamente me queda... A ver, voy a intentar otra vez esto. No, ya está, esto es bucle. Da igual lo que ponga. Da igual si pongo el corazoncito o la corona. Me parece a mí que la respuesta es la violencia, en este caso. Querido Capitán Fa, me parece a mí que la cosa entre nosotros no va a terminar bien. No. Es que no. Me he cansado. Chao. A pelear.
Seems we're doing this the hard way.
I yield. Go chase dragons, but your face is about to be plastered on every hologram in Kanta. You won't get far.
Well, that was an effective, if unfortunate, way to deal with things.
You said you had a plan, Navan?
Ah, yes. First, where do you stand, Detective? Do you still insist on taking the commander in?
No. I've seen and heard enough to convince me the commander's got a job to do. But I'm coming along. If things are as bad as you say they are, well, you need me. If they're not, then I get any sense I'm being played.
You're not.
I borrowed something from the Ministry of Intelligence for you, Commander. It will disguise your face, and nothing else.
Intel gets all the best toys.
I know somewhere you can use as a base of operations. A historic refuge. It's just east of here, in the Echovolt Forest. The detective and I will go first to clear any potential roadblocks. You, Commander, will meet us at the city gates.
Hey, Commander. You there? We need to talk.
I assume this is about the fallout from Junlai Jade.
Fallout? They are talking about a tribunal, Commander. Half the ministers want to deport us all immediately.
Has anyone been able to smooth things over with June?
No. It's taking all my charm to keep her from kicking me out. No one at the reactor was willing to listen either. There was some evidence of an Aetherblade presence, but no trace of Ankka herself.
And Aurene's brand is still spreading, hampering repair efforts.
I just met with Navan. She has a plan to help.
Which means the Empress is probably on our side.
Exactly. Navan is taking me to a sanctuary in the Ekavald forest, somewhere we can plan our next move. Detective Rama's thrown his impressive hat in with us as well. Jory, Gorik, meet me in Ekavald. Kaz, Taimi, keep doing what you're doing.
I see you got out of Kaining without any trouble, Commander.
I'd love to open that disguise tech up and take a little look.
Don't even think about it. You break that thing, and the commander will be on a one-way trip back to Xingzhou.
So, where's that safe haven you mentioned, Navan?
Right behind us.
Arbor Stone. My grandma used to tell me stories. Family lore is where Partsu Heltzer. They built this place. It was one of the great houses of the Kurziks.
For centuries. Until it was abandoned when they were conquered by the Ministry of Purity.
Due respect, ma'am, but safe haven? This place isn't exactly subtle.
No. But its occupants are no friends of the Canthan authorities. You'll be safe here. Come. See. The entrance is just ahead.
You mean right past the shadow monsters?
What? No, it can't be.
like my coffee with a boga juice, or was that Mordrum, Risen, and Brandon all fighting together?
I thought so too, but on closer inspection, they appeared to be constructs of some kind, made up of an unidentified magic, not the same one we found in the reactor.
Perhaps we should move this discussion into the warded cathedral. Unless you prefer to conduct further research firsthand.
No, that's not necessary. Commander, I'm not trying to panic, but what on Tyria did we just encounter?
If they're a new kind of dragon minion, they must belong to Soo-Won.
Logical assumption, but shouldn't hers be water?
Didn't look like any water I've ever seen.
You really think the wards will keep them out, Navan?
I can't be certain, but I hope so.
Does it always look this way?
No, not at all. I don't know what could have happened. I left a powerful guardian in charge, Ishan.
Awfully quiet. Was it just Ishan?
No, we should be hearing laughter and song and crackling fires. There was a large group taking shelter.
Was being the operative word.
If there's anyone here, we'll find them.
That's not how that's supposed to go.
Where is Ishan? He was supposed to be protecting these people.
Looks like he abandoned his post.
Or he was the first to go. Their faces are horrified. Like they were scared to death. Literally.
Poor bastards. Kicked around their whole lives just to die like this.
Died in their sleep.
Smoldering embers in the brazier.
Puts the time of death sometime in the last few hours. Their faces are blue. Do they all choke?
No. Take a closer look at the cheeks and lips. Swollen. Could be anaphylaxis.
Pretty big coincidence if they were all allergic to the same thing. Maybe poison?
The only way to know for sure would be to test the food, but we need to get it to a lab.
You do forensics?
I dabble, as a hobby. I enjoy reading about unsolved crimes and seeing if I can solve them.
What happened here? They look like they were in the middle of unpacking.
His chest is hollow. All the internal organs are gone.
But there's no visible wounds. Where the hell did they go?
Well, don't look at me. You're the death expert.
No, that isn't possible. It's like someone took the square root of -1 and just put it in the sky. What villain would disrespect the laws of physics like this?
Really? That's the thing you're hung up on here?
Look, the universe has rules. Break those rules and nothing, I mean nothing, makes sense. Nothing can be trusted. Down is up is down, water is dry. Am I still Goric?
You are definitely still Goric.
You hear that? Came from over there.
Should we investigate?
Yes, but keep your eyes and ears open. We're not alone here.
No!
Navan. Everything okay?
Ishan? What happened to you?
That's Ishan?
A salt spray dragon! But it's like those creatures outside. Shade. few more good blows should bring it down!
Sean, my friend, please come back to us. We did not survive the horrors of Shirotagachi only to have your story end here.
Wait, what did she just say?
I'm so sorry I left you to this fate.
The anomaly's vanished. It must have been ambient corruption from the magic in the salt spray.
Ishan was consumed by the same power that will take Soo-Won. And then all of Tyria. The Void.
The Void?
The force that emerged from the broken dragon cycle. Which, if not stopped, will unwind reality one thread at a time.
Care to tell us how it is you know all this? And what was the magic you used? Never seen anything like it.
I have. When Aurene shielded me against Balthazar's fire. Who are you really?
You deserve the truth. Soo-Won said I could trust you, but I had to be sure.
Soo-Won? Navan.
You're Soo-Won's champion.
I am. It's been centuries since I revealed my true form. To a mortal. The last time... well... that mortal was a hero. Much like yourself. One who saved me from a terrible fate. Now time is short. But I'm sure you have questions.
El tiempo apremia y el vacío sigue extendiéndose, pero debes saber a qué nos enfrentamos, así que responderé a tus preguntas si está en mi mano. Pues empecemos con la primera. ¿Qué son exactamente esas criaturas?
The Void is raw magic. Chaos incarnate. In the beginning, everything was void. Then the Mother Dragon, Soo-Won, brought order, splitting the Void into 6 domains of magic. She could not maintain that order alone, so she took on the domain of water and gave the others to the 5 elder dragons. It was on that foundation that all material life on Tyria flourished.
Wow, hemos aprendido un poquito de cosmología de Guild Wars 2. ¿Cómo haces para adoptar forma humana?
I'm not certain I can explain it. I become like water, and water can take many forms. We Salt Sprays taught ourselves many tricks over the years. This one is not easy for us, but it is certainly useful. There are times when it's easier to protect if you can blend in among those you're protecting, live their lives. Ishan always said I was spending too much time in that form, too much time away. But I learned more every day.
Wow. Vale, pues ¿en qué medida ayudaba a tener contenida a Soo-Won?
The chamber that June built siphoned off Soo-Won's growing power and used it to fuel Cantha. You might have noticed that this technology has been unreliable lately. That was because the void was being siphoned off as well, but only into machines, thankfully. Now with Soo-Won unleashed, its tendrils are working out from her to wind their way through the rest of the world.
Y ahora quiero saber qué podemos hacer para ayudar a Soo-Won. Sí, ya sigo la historia.
I don't know. She allowed herself to be contained because he was the only possible option. Without the stability provided by the other Elder Dragons, and with that containment chamber destroyed.
She'll be overwhelmed.
Would it help if we could find another way to siphon off some of that magic?
Using Ankka's extractor.
Yes, that might work. It would buy time, at least.
But it means we need to find Ankka. Fast.
Kaz, Taimi, were you listening to what Kunavang had to say?
Yes? I have so many questions!
Questions we don't have time for now. We need to find Ankka.
She didn't leave us much to work with at the reactor.
And the only Asuran troublemaker on Minsec's radar is standing right here in front of me.
Gorik, you know her better than any of us. Any insights into her personality that might help?
She successfully lured me into an incredibly obvious trap. It's fair to say I don't know her at all anymore. If I ever did.
Hello, Lady Navan? Or Kunavang, I should say. I wanted to tell you about Ishan. He fought it as long as he could. We're only alive because of him.
Thank you.
I overheard you all talking, and I think I might be able to help. I'm Ayumi, and I'm a member of the Kestrels, which means it's my job to know everything that's going on in Echovald. I need to escort these people to Mori Village, but we can talk when I get back.
Y aquí termina el episodio 8 de la historia, llamado Contratiempo, que por cierto se me olvidó decir de que es el principio oficialmente del Acto 3. Manda huevos, y esto nos permite también acceder al próximo mapa. Ok, no tenía ni idea que al salir del capítulo de la historia automáticamente nos teletransportaban al siguiente mapa y yo necesitaba pasarme por un bazar o lo que fuera para vender objetos porque tengo el inventario lleno y tengo que poner cosas en el banco. Me estoy agobiando, gente. Bueno, en fin. Bueno, atrapar a una araña lo haremos en el siguiente vídeo y hemos terminado. Esto es todo Contratiempo, que parece que no, pero la verdad que con respecto a historia nos han aportado muchos datos. Y lo dicho, el episodio 9 lo haremos en el próximo vídeo, pero antes tengo que familiarizarme. Bueno, no, lo haremos directamente. Mirad, es enorme este mapa, está aquí abajo. Y después tenemos, a ver, es el bosque de Echovald. Y después, buah. En fin, vamos a dejarlo todo en el siguiente vídeo que me estoy agobiando. Pórtense muy mal.